Attention passionate Atlanta, Falcons fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC South and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Atlanta Falcons' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Atlanta Falcons fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Atlanta, FALCONS, FANS. Let's get to the news now, folks. Buckle up because what I'm about to tell you could shake up the NFC South in a way we haven't seen in years. Rumors are swirling around a potential blockbuster trade that could reshape the landscape of the division. And it involves none other than the Detroit Lions' star offensive tackle, Penei Sewell. Yes, you heard that right. Sewell, who has established himself as one of the best young offensive linemen in the league, might be heading south, straight to Atlanta. And let me tell you, this isn't just some rumor. There's real chatter, and it's gaining momentum. The Lions, sitting at 11-4 in what's shaping up to be a competitive 2025 season, are reportedly considering trading Sewell in exchange for a high draft pick, possibly a first-rounder, to bolster their young and talented roster. Why? Well, the Lions are dealing with some cap constraints, about $26 million for their defensive line, and after a season where Jared Goff's offense has looked sharp, with a QBR of 91. 2, they're looking to make some strategic moves, but here's where it gets really interesting for us Falcons fans. The Lions are eyeing a trade that would bring them a future star and help them focus on youth and rebuilding after some injury setbacks on their secondary. Sewell, who's been a titan in pass protection, boasts a 92. 6 PFF grade in 2025, has allowed just 1 sack, and wins 86% of his pass blocking reps. That's elite stuff, folks. His plus 0.22 EPA per run block and only 3 penalties in nearly 0 snaps show just how reliable he's become. Now compare that to his career averages, an overall 91. 3 PFF grade, 4 Pro Bowls, and durability that's almost unmatched at 99%. Remember, he was 0 injury in 2025, unlike 2024 when he battled an ankle issue. This kind of talent is rare, and the Falcons, with their ongoing struggles on the right side of the offensive line, are reportedly one of the frontrunners to land Sewell if the trade goes through. Think about it. Sewell could anchor our line, providing stability and elite pass protection, which would allow our quarterback to operate with even more confidence. His presence would elevate our entire offense, especially considering how much pressure he's been able to generate in the trenches. Plus, with a projected salary cap hit of just about $1. $2 million in 2025, his cap flexibility makes this move even more appealing for our front office. Now, let's talk about what this could mean for us. The Falcons have been building a solid team around Desmond Ridder, and adding Sewell would be a game changer. Our offensive line has shown flashes of promise, but injuries and inconsistency have held us back. Sewell's addition could be the missing piece, helping us establish a dominant run game and giving Ridder the protection he needs to develop fully. Plus, a line anchored by Sewell would drastically reduce pressures on the right side, which has been a weak spot this season. Projected 0 right side pressures would boost our passing game, raising Kirk Cousins' QBR from 85.2 to over 92, according to some projections. That's a huge difference, especially when trying to contend in the playoffs. And let's not forget about the defensive side of the ball. A more balanced defense with a stout offensive line means our defense isn't constantly under pressure and can play more aggressively. The Falcons' defense could benefit from a more controlled game tempo, reducing turnovers by about 1-2 per game, which is crucial in tight matchups. The addition of Sewell might even give our defense the breathing room it needs to create more turnovers, setting up our offense for short fields and scoring opportunities. The trade scenario reminds me a little of the 2025 move that elevated the San Francisco 49ers protection by around 17%. Sewell's impact could be similar, a true X-factor in the playoffs, where durability and elite protection are often the difference makers. The odds of winning the Super Bowl with Sewell on the roster would increase significantly, with some betting markets now putting the Falcons' chances at +5-0 if the trade happens, up from +10-0. That's a substantial jump, and it's all about adding that extra layer of protection and stability to our offense. Looking ahead, the Falcons are positioned to become a true contender if they make moves like this. Our offensive line, which currently ranks 28th in rushing yards per game at just 105 yards, could see a dramatic improvement. Sewell's presence would turn that around, giving us a more reliable run game and better pass protection. The current roster has a cap situation that's manageable, around $1.2 million, making this move feasible without crippling our flexibility. Meanwhile, Detroit is in a bit of an adjustment phase, trying to fine-tune their roster and cap situation after the 2025 season. This trade could be the piece that sparks a new era for both teams, with the Lions focusing on youth and the Falcons aiming for a deep playoff run. Of course, nothing is set in stone yet, and the Lions are reportedly cautious about trading Sewell. They know how valuable he's become, and losing him would impact their offensive line, which has already seen some vulnerabilities. Without Sewell, the OL could drop by around 16%, and that's not a good look for a team aiming to stay competitive in the NFC North, especially with the Packers trying to reclaim their dominance. But for us Falcons fans, this rumor brings hope. Imagine Sewell blocking for us, protecting Ritter, opening up lanes for Bijan Robinson and Tyler Allgeier, and giving us that extra push to finally get over the playoff hump. It's an exciting thought, and if it materializes, it could be one of the biggest moves of the offseason. Now, I know a lot of you are probably wondering about the long-term implications. Sewell's durability and consistency make him a perfect fit for our team's future plans. He's proven to be one of the most reliable young tackles in the league, with 0 injuries in 2025, which is rare in this position. His ability to handle elite pass rushers and sustain blocks in the run game is exactly what we need to elevate our offense and make a serious playoff push. Plus, his presence would send a message to the entire league. Atlanta is serious about competing, and we're willing to make bold moves to get there. So whether this trade happens or not, it's clear that the Falcons are positioning themselves as serious contenders. With a strong core, promising young talent, and the potential addition of Sewell, the future looks bright. We've seen what a difference an elite offensive tackle can make. Look at the 49ers in 2025. Sewell could be that difference maker for us. The offseason is just getting started, and this rumor adds an exciting twist to what's shaping up to be a pivotal year for the Falcons. And now, Atlanta Falcons fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Atlanta Falcons. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Atlanta Falcons news.